are set now, and hopefully it won't be a 3-0 as we get into it. Vem maybe having to play for Wes, as Wes is down on the elimination side like you just pointed out, but we're getting into it, and it is in fact BalloonBoy on the Mega Man. I got confused because he's red, not blue.
That's right. Okay, Enlight gonna be coming through. V3M Tanquilo already at the side of the stage, looking for an opening. Jab back on. BalloonBoy gonna be catching his timing. He goes high with him, but the question is, where is the punish? He really respected the drift on the orb recovery. He thought he was gonna get hit by it, so he was like, all right, I'm gonna let this one go.
Yeah, I was a little surprised to see BalloonBoy not throw out some sort of attack. He stacked up with Vem like he wanted to keep some pressure on him, but instead just kind of let Vem slide by.
Little analysis paralysis there for him, but that's okay. That was already so long ago. Weapon toss into the Enlight. Now he's picking up the blaster. He gets the downer. Vem is going to be in the blind spot, but still no punish. BalloonBoy going up so high. But
no recovery?
No catch on the landing either.
Vem, he had the gravity cancel sidelight. It will be the ground pound. BalloonBoy going to be the first one to fall. V3M Tanquilo already warmed up for the day.
A nice catch on that jump. BalloonBoy just going to be playing back. Not too greedy to be able to pick up the weapon. Now he's got those boots, so oh my gosh, that's not enough to take it off the top. But I like the catch. The recovery is going to be able to do it. BalloonBoy so efficient with finding that KO, not letting that lead slip away.
And he's going to be sticking with the blasters now. Nice downlight, immediate recovery there. I'm actually not sure what the optimal damage is. A lot of people would go for like a side air or a down air in that spot though.
Oh, Vem just able to get himself into that blind spot, only finding a sidelight through all of his troubles. BalloonBoy is doing exactly what he needs to do, and he is keeping Vem away. Blasters have those disjoints, so he's stepping back. He's trying to get away from Vem, but he's too late on the D-light.
Yeah, this is going to be a very positionally important setup right now. He's got blasters, they've got longer range, but they got that dead zone in between, and Vem's got the gauntlets. He wants to stack up. He wants to be in that dead zone and in the face of BalloonBoy.
Still hanging on to the blasters. Vem is doing an amazing job approaching. He is closing space against BalloonBoy. Not going to be able to catch that landing. BalloonBoy tossing out the weapon because that weapon spawn was in his favor.
Neutral signature, didn't expect Vem to stay on the ground. Neutral signature not going to connect, not going to KO either. There's the neutral light and the weapon toss to finish it.
Very nice. BalloonBoy, what weapon is he going to be opting for? Oh my gosh, that took a while to spawn. Even he was ready for it. He was like, wait a second. Okay.
Odin delayed the weapon spawn just a little bit so BalloonBoy couldn't cover. Ooh, I like the attempt. Gravity cancel, Ensig would have gotten him the wall touch, but Vem was definitely ready for it. You saw that down there to cut off that path.
Yeah, this isn't the day after the VV release. He knows what he has to cover. He knows what he has to do preemptively, so he finished chewing his food. It is the last stock apiece. Neutral, he goes through the reset, the fade back neutral. VV has so much movement. You saw that fade back. That was crazy.
BalloonBoy trying to play that grounded game, trying to use those dashes to get in, get out against Vem, but Vem's going to swap over to the orb now. He's getting BalloonBoy closer to that KO percent. He wants that side air potential. That
spot dodge was so good because it stalled him. It kept him in that position for him to be able to continue his advantage. BalloonBoy going to be whiffing in V3M Tanquilo's face, coming in with that side light. Oh my gosh.
A little bit of a chase there. V3M Tanquilo not able to get the recovery. He does get the sidelight side air.
BalloonBoy is playing this so slowly. He is afraid of a downer. The spike on the stage is not going to be enough. Wow, the GC Enlight does it. V3M Tanquilo with a game on BalloonBoy.
The fact that he just played a set on the setup. He didn't have to get comfortable or get used to anything. Instead, he was just like, I'm ready. This is just some more Brawlhalla time. But on the other side, BalloonBoy taking a little bit of time, trying to get comfortable here, going into game number 2.
He lights so true combo, nicely done. BalloonBoy just backing up a little bit, but look at the coverage from Orb. When you think that somebody's going to try and like punish you from behind, well, you can just overshoot it, and it has so much coverage. Whoa. Nice respect.
Yeah, didn't go for anything in response, didn't go for like a side air to put him under the stage. Instead, Vem just went back up onto the main stage.
Once again, there it is, the D-Light. So, BalloonBoy.
Ground pound. Bounced him off the stage there. That's why he went high.
Yeah, not exactly what BalloonBoy had hoped for, but that down is going to be spiking Vem at such a nasty angle. But the gauntlets, they always have the potential to reverse. BalloonBoy fighting his way back on, trying to keep the lead up for himself. He gets a side light. He's waiting for the dodge punish. It was unsuccessful. Vem so anxious to get in. He whips the downer. That's going to be the stock.
Yeah, BalloonBoy, I think he's trying to do a lot of meta reads. That's what that last play was. He hit like a side light and then waited and then went for a recovery. I think if he just starts to try to react to how Vem's playing first, or make sure that he knows how Vem's moving, he might have an easier time.
I love the fastball. He's able to clip him with the Siri, and he gets a weapon toss as the cherry on top, but of course that's not going to be the edge guard. Good wait. He's able to get the lead, and he evens up the stocks 2-2.
BalloonBoy did manage to get a little bit of damage there. There's the weapon spawn on the right side, but BalloonBoy has to get past Vem if he wants it.
Oh, but BalloonBoy, he can't be too anxious to pick it up. He gets a Blasters, D-Light, Sailor True combo. Jumping around. Okay, this is going to be just about the time that BalloonBoy, oh, he catches V3M Tanquilo under him. Nicely done. Look at the position he's in off stage. Is BalloonBoy gone? His stock is deleted.
Vem, once again, just catching that timing. I think he got it right as BalloonBoy jumped. That's one of the reasons why BalloonBoy just did not have enough movement to get even close to going for the wall there.
Yeah, but he was also just not ready for Vem to commit like that. He just knew that that was his time to go.
Okay, Nair into the exhausted recovery. Not quite enough. This is Demon Island. Just a raw Ensig there, just expecting Vem to maybe come a little closer.
Sidelight just shoving him to the side of the stage, going back to pick up the weapon, and even though he gave up a little bit of stage control, he was still able to catch that jump. It is one stock apiece. BalloonBoy, he just needs to get that good downer, he just needs to get that good D-Light, and then he's able to rack on that damage.
Neutral light, yeah, that's gonna lock him in place. Vem just falls on top of him, gets him with that neutral air.
Vem is doing an amazing job breaking space against BalloonBoy. Like, he's occupying like these upper diagonals that Blasters have such a difficult time with. Now we're seeing BalloonBoy opt for a few more end lights to be able to cover that kind of space, but Vem has established that he knows how to get in against this weapon.
Light side air, yeah. Gets into those empty spaces, throws out the down sig, just kind of forcing BalloonBoy to stay to the outside. Nice pickup on BalloonBoy's side, he's getting good damage.
And light as get off me. BalloonBoy stuck at the side of the stage. The preemptive neutral was so good just to make sure that Vem was not able to get anything off stage. GCD light recovery, is that going to KO? It does. BalloonBoy, I thought that was going to be Vem's game. Eventually, he starts mixing in some of those GCD lights behind him to be able to cover the cross-ups. In this game, it is inevitable that we're going to start getting into dash jumps and snap dashes back and forth around and crossing up each other. GCD light through Blasters is an amazing way to cover that.
Already starting to see those dash landings, starting to see them bounce back and forth. Nice pickup for BalloonBoy, downlight side air. Trying to keep them on that corner there.
Nice and patient to get back onto the stage. The platform coming in so clutch for BalloonBoy. The spot dodge and the silly punish as well. Nice.
Vem, like you said, manages to break the space though. Stays out there, spot dodge to keep him in place, but side air drops on the wall.
And we've seen that so many times just today. He goes for the GC sidelight. Look at the position that he's in. BalloonBoy, are you going to be able to execute on this? No, not quite. He gives up a little bit of space. V3M Tanquilo gets in between the hits of the Enlight and finds that Enlight of his own. Enlight tries to go for the GC D-Light again.
Yep, saw him go for it, but the side air from Vem just beat it out in timing. Sidelight side air, Vem's going to get the stock advantage.
What's it going to be? He's going to opt for the orb, and I like it. It's just able to contest some of BalloonBoy's disjoints. He's able to also keep his own space. Was that just bait? Did he just go for the side of the other direction, saying, yeah, I want you to try and punish me. Go ahead with all the momentum that I have. BalloonBoy barely making it back on. V3M Tanquilo is such a menace.
I mean, Vem took the bait, he swung with the neutral light in the wrong direction, and that kind of set up the situation where BalloonBoy was able to get that recovery for the KO.
Dash jumping around, and dash jump fading back with that side A, just because of hitbox and inflation, like it covers so much space. Nice neutral loop, calling out all that space directly on top of him. Vem knows how to be able to punish BalloonBoy's movement.
BalloonBoy trying to find a safe landing there, went for the weapon toss down, but didn't see it connecting. Vem able to get that recovery. He's just controlling the ground right now.
Good respect on that whiffed orb recovery. He knows that he was in no position to punish it, and just like that, GC sidelight sail puts V3M Tanquilo at another stock lead. But you know what, I'm gonna say it. There is no safety against BalloonBoy. He is so incredibly clutch, but Vem has all this momentum.
I don't think Vem needs safety right now. All he needs to do is trade out against BalloonBoy, and he's gonna be going home with a 2-1 advantage over BalloonBoy. BalloonBoy not able to hit him with that gravity cancel side sig. The down sig connects though, reading the movement of BalloonBoy.
He is so patient with his use of it, but then every single time he goes for it, it ends up actually connecting. V3M Tanquilo gonna be eating that GC D-Light recovery. It's not enough to take it off the top. BalloonBoy now gonna be on the boots. He's looking for the sail. He's not gonna be able to connect it. V3M Tanquilo is giving up so much stage and just saying whiff in front of me. Dashes up with that side line.
Nope. Misses the punish though.
Everybody misses the punish on it. Wow, okay. The Ensig is enough to be able to take it off the top, and just like that, last stock each.
Seeing BalloonBoy decide to stick with the boots this time. Generally, he's been sticking with the blasters. Oh! but it's going to be the orb of Vem that gets them the lead, 2-1. Don't have to dodge, it makes it a whole lot harder. But we're getting into game number 4. BalloonBoy 1 game away from going down to the elimination side.
I think something BalloonBoy is struggling with is he is not able to capitalize a lot on Vem's landing. Vem has been so tricky with his landing, making himself as ambiguous as possible. Like you're seeing all these like GC side 6 and BalloonBoy end up whiffing, and Vem, when he has orb, he's able to play back so far, and just he waits for BalloonBoy just to do one thing that he shouldn't.
I'm looking at the stats between this game and the last one. The one that BalloonBoy looked a little bit better on, he used a lot more boots. This last one, he had boots and only did 36 damage with it.
Definitely maybe something to stay away from, and just leaning into the blastings. I think they've been effective, but Vem is so good at fighting blastings with his orb. BalloonBoy fights his way back on. He goes through the side light, but then Vem, he just dodges and jumps and waits. GC N light to be able to punish the whip. GC D light. Vem goes off stage. He commits. BalloonBoy, are you gonna get anything done? Oh no! What's happening to him? What happened to him, Duke?
I feel like that was maybe a misinput and you wanted to do the grab and cancel down signature instead of that ground pound. He really was trying to bait Vem. Okay, nice down heavy. He was really trying to bait Vem with his movement, right? Like you saw him go over the corner, come back, go over the corner, come back, and Vem was not taking the bait, so BalloonBoy was like, okay, let's go for something a little bit more committal, but that was a little too committal.
Whoa, stringing on 2-siders. BalloonBoy goes through the same ground pound, and look at the position that he's in. BalloonBoy, not like this. You do not lose 2 stocks to over-committing to ground pounds. What is going on?
These ground pounds off stage are just proving fatal to BalloonBoy. He's just putting himself in such dire situations, and now he is a full stock behind Vem Tanquilo.
I mean, normally he's so confident in himself in the offstage gameplay. When he's sliding off of those D6 especially, he is able to get so much, but Vem Tanquilo, he has avoided every single offstage option from BalloonBoy. The Seal comes out, the N-Light as a follow-up. Okay, the ground pound connects. Is this gonna be the stock? But
Still touched. BalloonBoy so close, but he's sweating. This could be really bad for BalloonBoy. He gets underneath, gets the ground pound. We're going to final stocks.
That's why you never want to be able to space that D-Sig up too far, because it leaves that blind spot, it leaves that opening just to be able to get in between the stage and the hitbox. BalloonBoy, you have a fighting chance to be able to take this to a game 5. Not able to get the neutral like Vem. He tried to go for the crazy bait with that GC sidelight.
He wanted that turnaround at the top of the map. Could have been really bad. BalloonBoy trying to stay a little bit more on the ground. Hits him with the down sig, but that was like a nothing burger.
Oh. He got the hit, then he just ended up pushing Vem back onto the stage. That could have been so huge. Vem jumping back on. BalloonBoy is starting to cover high.
But Vem, he's got such a solid lead here. Doesn't hit the side air. Tries to go for the read. BalloonBoy still holding on to these boots. The side air is going to disarm him. BalloonBoy is in a bad spot.
He's going nice and slowly back onto the stage. BalloonBoy is left without a weapon. He uses the platform to his safety, and he's got to respect it. He's got to pick up that weapon again. The N-Light's going to put him back off stage. And now BalloonBoy, he's being patient. He's being patient. Vem Tanquilo gets hit by a sidelight, but there's no true follow-up in that position.
Just in there. Vem Tanquilo is so close to finishing off BalloonBoy. BalloonBoy with the boots, goes for a sidelight, and that's the punish. Vem Tanquilo with a 3-1, going to get into the top 16.
Amazing, amazing stuff. Vem Tanquilo going to be taking this out in a 3-1 fashion. But I got to say...